Neville and his team must protect Florence's undercover identity as they investigate a murder that has direct involvement in her case. Meanwhile, Florence must do what she can to help out the San Marie police, which ultimately ends with her leaving the island. So Chloe, oh my God, I was not expecting that.
Well, that was quite the episode, wasn't it? I was honestly on the edge of my seat the whole time. I didn't know where it was going to go, and then the ending. Oh.
I know. I mean, and very luckily, we're going to be joined by the woman of the moment, Josephine Jobert, who can tell us all about it. So welcome to the show, Josephine.
Thank you for having me.
I'm going to start by saying, what? So you're done. You've left.
Yeah, I'm done. It's finished, over. What can I say? I know. That's life. You know, I already left in series 8. I thought it would be for good. Honestly, I thought I'm done. Then they called me back for series 10, and I was like, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna do it. But I knew it wouldn't be forever. I knew it. So
yeah.
How long, I didn't know. I had quite an idea, but wasn't sure. It's just, you know, series 10 was so good. And we ended that series with a big cliffhanger between Neville and Florence. I couldn't not come back, you know?
Absolutely, no.
It would have been unfair. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna come back. But I knew it would be for 4 episodes only, just to finish the story between the 2 characters and, you know, to be fair to the audience and to respect them, the fact that they follow the series and they're so into it. I couldn't just leave like this.
Of course. I mean, I know you said before that obviously the filming, taking the amount of time that it does, it's like 5 months out of a year, is incredible. Like, it's very demanding on your time. Is that like one of the reasons that you were like, I'll do 4 episodes and then I've concluded my journey with this?
Yeah, absolutely. That was one of the reasons. And also because, you know, I felt that, you know, Florence, I did everything I could with her. The story is like, we said everything, and she needs to move on, and I need to move on. So yeah, and you know, I've been on the show for 7 years. At some point, you can just decide to, you know, stay in that comfort zone and keep on doing this, or just stop, which is a big decision, emotionally and professionally, and try to move on and do something else. But it has nothing. It's not personal. I mean, I love the show. I'm so proud of being, you know, in that show. It's just, you know, as an actor, as a person, you need to just move on and do something else.
Obviously, you have formed such, you know, tight bonds with these people. You've been with them for 7 years. How was it to leave? Did you have a big party? You know?
No, because my last scene wasn't supposed to be the last scene because we had to do like a retake. You know, in the episode with the skydiving, there is a scene where Chantal and we talked to Neville on the phone. Yeah. So that was it. So it took like, I had to go on set to film this for 5 minutes, and then it's a wrap for Josephine. But we took like a good 10 or 15 minutes just to say goodbye. I had to make a speech. It was very uncomfortable, very emotional. And the thing is, you know, Don, I mean, I love him. He's amazing. But because I have so much respect for him and he's always quiet and calm on set, you know, we're not really close just because I'm impressed, you know? So he's nice. We had like a lot of conversation, and he's really funny, really good dancer, really, really like a beautiful human being. But he's the Don. The Don. So I was really, really surprised when he made a speech. I have a beautiful photo of us. We were holding hands, and just because I was saying thank you so much for your speech. And every time I talk about it, I'm getting emotional. I could cry right now because his words were wonderful. What he said, I'll never forget.
That is so lovely. That is so nice. And I suppose the cast were really sorry to see you go as well. Like, I know that you and Ralph Little and Chantal Jackson as well are like really close friends at this point. So was that difficult to say goodbye?
That was really difficult. You mentioned Chantal. She's like the sister I wish I had. She's a beautiful person and I love her so much. yeah, even, I don't know, it's a whole family, you know, the crew, the actors, everybody, people who live on the island. I've been on the show for so long. So yes, having to say goodbye again, you never get used to it. Never get used to it. Yeah, and everybody was crying, and yeah, it was a beautiful and sad moment at the same time. But I'm quite happy that, you know, it went quite quick because it was so emotional. The fact that they had to keep on filming was like, okay, goodbye, just keep on doing your thing, I'm gonna leave. But I received a lot of messages from people saying we're gonna miss you and everything. So yeah.
That's lovely. And I mean, just talking about how Florence leaves the show as well. I mean, were you happy that the outcome was not that she wasn't being killed off? Yeah. Or were you like, kill me off, just do it?
No, production was so nice. They told me basically, we're not gonna kill you off, just in case one day you might want to come back and say hello. Not as a ghost, but as a living person.
I think the ending totally suited her character, you know, that she managed to somehow get herself out of that situation. It was just like, yeah, that's our Florence.
Yeah, and she survived the first time. She got shot a few years ago. So, you know, being shot another time and just dying, no, impossible.
And so you said as well that there is potentially a tiny gap there, that Florence could be making a comeback one day. Is that something that you'd be interested in, or is it just something that is there that could happen?
Maybe for a special episode, why not? In a few years. Maybe not next year because it would be too soon. Like, I mean, people are going to be like, what is she doing? Leaving, coming back. I mean, girl. Yeah, but maybe in a few years, yeah, why not?
And in terms of what's next for you, you know, what are your plans?
Yeah, maybe, I don't know yet. You know, as an actor, it's always waiting for propositions and, you know, auditions and everything. So I'll see. But the thing is, I'm writing with my mom. I'm really interested in being like a writer and maybe a producer. I like this. So yeah, we are working on a series and a movie, and we have so many ideas waiting. So yeah, I'm really focusing on this right now, and I'll see what's going to come next.
Amazing. Well, we're wishing you all the luck in the world, like I'm sure whatever, and we can't wait to see what you do next. Thank you so much for your time, Josephine. It's really appreciated.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us for our Death in Paradise chat. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you next week. Bye.